The 2019 Nobel Peace Prize has been awarded to an African for the second year in a row. Ethiopian Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed was acknowledged for helping to end his country's 20-year war with Eritrea. Announcing the prize in Oslo, the Norwegian Nobel Committee said Abiy's efforts deserved recognition and needed encouragement. The conflict between Ethiopia and Eritrea over the disputed border territory came at a huge financial and humanitarian cost for both countries. Our correspondent Coletta Wanjohi reports from Addis Ababa.
Abiy Ahmed is seen by many Ethiopians as a symbol of hope. To his supporters, he represents what they call an end of domination by a few in the past 27 years. Within 100 days in office, he released political prisoners, gave amnesty to those who had fled, and restored freedom of expression in the country. Political parties now feel they are able to voice their policies and beliefs without repercussions. Abiy is also credited for including women in top political and economic leadership roles, an aspect that hasn't been addressed in the past 27 years. Regionally, he has positioned himself as a beacon of peace. His decision to reach out to Eritrea and end a 20-year political hostility has earned him global admiration. His attempt to try and reconcile Djibouti and Eritrea and offer mediation support to Kenya and Somalia for the ongoing maritime row has also made him stand out. But there are those who don't support him. They say since his time in office, there have been heightened ethnicity conflicts leading to the displacement of thousands. They feel the prize came early, but the Nobel Committee has said beyond just recognizing him, the prize is meant to encourage him to take his country further towards democracy principles. Coletta Wanjohi, SABC News, Addis Ababa, Ethiopia.
A number of UN officials and diplomats have reacted to the awarding of the Nobel Peace Prize to Ethiopia's Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed.
We are delighted for the Prime Minister of Ethiopia, His Excellency Dr. Abiy Ahmed, for being given the Nobel Peace Prize. We really appreciate his efforts in normalizing relations with Eritrea, and his concerted effort to help Sudanese to come together and agree to move forward. That had also had influence on South Sudan. So we think it's appropriate, it's timely that the Nobel Peace Prize is awarded to Dr. Mohammed. We'll be meeting him in 10 days' time in Addis Ababa as a Security Council, and we have a chance to say to him, Mr. Prime Minister, well done, you have made us proud, and we have seen that your effort is helping us as a Security Council to encourage peace, prosperity in the Horn of Africa.
We are excited that the Prime Minister of Ethiopia has been recognized for the wonderful work that he does. His Nobel Peace Prize recognizes the fact that he has been a peacemaker in the Horn of Africa. As women, we appreciate the fact that he is a minister for peace, which is good for women, peace and security. He has a cabinet that is gender balanced, and the women in his cabinet are formidable women who are doing the really hardcore jobs for the nation. And he's also a leader who is also very focused on young people. So this is a wonderful day for Africa, and it's also International Day of the Girl Child, and this couldn't have happened on a better day.
Well, I'll wait for London to give the official British government response, but obviously it's very good to see the Prime Minister's sterling efforts recognised in this international way. That's from me personally, but London will give you an official comment on the record later.
The Secretary-General has warmly congratulated the Prime Minister of Ethiopia for winning the Nobel Peace Prize. As Antonio Guterres has said, the Prime Minister is one of the many reasons there are winds of hope blowing across Africa. The rapprochement between Ethiopia and Eritrea was truly a historic step that the Prime Minister took, and he really is one of the an example of wonderful African leadership.